Howdy everyone, my name's Bonner, I'm a music composer and producer, and today I just want to show you a quick little video of what a compressor is in audio and how it works and why we use it. So, this is an audio waveform that I've just drawn up. Yes, I know it's terrible, my drawing skills are horrid. The important things we want to look at here is this line represents 0, so this point right here means that no sound is coming out. This guy up here is the loudest point, and then this guy here isn't as loud, basically. Alrighty? A compressor, the idea of it is that we want to take this sound here and this sound here, alrighty, and we want to get rid of this space in between or minimize it as much as we can. The reason for this is it helps to bring out some of the low, the material that's not as standoutish in a mix. For example, maybe some breaths or things like that, maybe the picking sound on a guitar. It can help bring things out that aren't apparent otherwise. It also allows us to basically squash dynamics to make everything fit in and make stuff louder, okay? Let's jump into Ableton here. So this is a compressor, this guy's Neutron Advanced. Doesn't really matter which one it is. The important part is that we're looking at this section up here where my mouse is at the moment, and we're looking at this section down here, okay? Let's go over the basics. This guy here basically tells the compressor, hey, I want you to start working when the volume goes over this point, alrighty? This guy here says, I want you to go from this to this, alrighty? So it's literally just a ratio, okay? This guy over here is the gain, so we can turn up how much gain after the compression's done. This guy here determines, okay, I've hit the point you told me to, how long do you want me to take to get the amount of reduction you're looking for? I'll explain that a little bit more in a sec. The release here, once I go below the threshold you set, how long do you want me to take before I don't reduce the gain anymore? How long until the compressor just stops? And we're not going to worry about the one at the bottom. The ones at the bottom, rather. So, let's take a look at it here. Now, I'm going to do it extremely obvious so you can hear the difference. Let's play the sound back first. Sounds pretty cool, right? Now, let's go here. Now, you'll notice that the threshold, it goes into the negatives, which might confuse you a little bit. Just remember that, like, when you're looking in your little meters here, they're going to be negative, and then there'll be a positive. Put simply, you want to stay in the negatives, don't go into the positive, or you're going to have a bad day, okay? This is saying, so right now, we can see here, on this point here, it hits about a 6 where it peaks, and so if I was to go here and put a 6, you can see it starts pulling it down a little bit, okay? So that's not really enough for it to be noticeable for you guys, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set the attack all the way down, and I'm going to set the release very long. Now let's set a threshold so you guys can hear what the difference is. I've set the attack to 0.10 milliseconds. I've set the release time to 5,000 milliseconds, just so it's very, very obvious with what I'm trying to do here. So let's set it to about here. Let's make it a ridiculous ratio of 30, which means it's basically a brick wall. And let's play that back. So straight away, it's quieter, right? Let's get the gain to go back up. So right now we're sitting, about 18 dB. Let me just turn that down just a little. There we go. Alrighty, now, it sounds very pumpy, right? And that's because of the settings that we've got there. Let's just have a listen to what the previous one sounded like. Do you notice how the actual way it sounds has changed? But furthermore, take a close listen. Do you hear almost like a ringing, a dinging sound in the background that we didn't hear before? That's because it was so quiet that you couldn't hear it, but we've reduced the space, and now that sound is more audible, because where it used to be the loudest point and where the softest point, not anymore. It's now basically gone to this, alrighty? So it's really brought that up. If we were to even go down further, like the amount of stuff you'd hear. So now you can hear it even more. Now this is a very, very, very dramatic setting on how to do this, but that's what a compressor does, alrighty? I'm sure you can go watch more videos if you want to know more information on what a compressor is and how it works, but that's it from me. If you guys like this, definitely hit the like button, and don't forget, let me know if you have any questions. Put them down in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer them. Have a good one. Cheers.